You're now looking at Google Trends, and one of the things that you'll see if you go to Google Trends over the last 5 years and you type in faceless videos, you'll see a dramatic increase in interest, and to some degree, that interest is still on the rise. At the very top, one of the queries that is very important to people is how to make faceless YouTube videos. And so the idea of creating a video where an individual does not have to appear yet can personalize the content is of interest to people. In addition to the fact that AI can now be used in order to make and increase the quality of the video. If you go to your favorite search engine, you'll see a number of results of individuals either creating or looking for information on creating faceless videos. And as many methods as there are platforms in various configurations that are used in order to create these videos, with multiple lists of multiple tools that various individuals say are needed in order to consistently create high quality faceless videos. Here's a video course that will walk you through a standard set of principles to understand in creating faceless videos so that you'll be able to determine which platform and the right configuration you want to use. If you'd like to find out more about that course, check out the link you see on your screen. Hello and welcome. Now, in order to create faceless videos on a regular basis, you're typically going to have a combination of tools. All of those tools, whether you choose to use AI or whether you don't, are going to have pricing associated with them. Typically, you will see a free trial. And the free trial is what you want to use in order to evaluate the tool to determine if it's one that you are going to want to use. And all of the free trials are going to be structured in a different way. Typically, if you're going to use the free plan, the videos that you create are going to be watermarked, so you won't be able to use free trials indefinitely in order to create videos and to monetize them effectively. Typically, once you have determined by using the free trial if it's a tool that you're going to want to use, you will typically need to move to a paid plan of some kind, again, depending on the combination of tools that you're going to use. Now, not all faceless videos are going to require a cloud-based AI in order to create them. In some cases, you can use a software and video rendering program like Camtasia Studio in order to construct your video. You may want to create a hand-drawn video that does not rely on AI, such as Sparkle Video Scribe. You'll also see tools that extend from the video editing feature of certain platforms. So it's a good idea to test the combination of tools that you'll need in order to create the videos that you want. And of course, when you need assistance with screen designing as well as video scripts, you can use a chatbot like Claude or ChatGPT in order to help you. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, for most of your activity, you will probably need to have a base video creator. A base video creator has most of the features that will allow you to create and render videos without needing to create voiceovers or individual scenes. There are sites like InVideo, and there are sites like Pictory, and there are other sites like these two sites. What you'll want to do is to use the trial, and you'll want to see some of the videos that are going to actually be created with the platform. Now for this course, we are going to use Pictory as a base AI creation system. And it's important to note that this is not the only creation system that there is. The elements that Pictory presents to you in order to use AI to create a faceless video exist within other platforms, even if they are laid out differently than Pictory does. If you go to your favorite search engine, you're going to see a number of platforms available that you can use as your base creation system. And again, the pricing will vary depending on how much you want to use the platform. But as of the recording of this video, there is not necessarily consistency between the platforms where you know what to expect in terms of price. And so in this course, we'll use Pictory, knowing that these same features exist in other creators and that those other creators may even be more cost effective than using Pictory. The function of turning an article or text into a video is the process that should be taken away from this course. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, one platform that deserves special mention in creating faceless videos is the Canva platform. Now, Canva in and of itself is not a video creation platform, but it has several elements that you can use in order to automate some of the processes of creating faceless videos so that you do not have to create all of the scenes, nor do you have to create all of the audio. If you go to your Canva front page, you can go to this element here that says videos. What you'll see here is that Canva has a video editor, it has an audio editor, and it has a way for you to remove backgrounds from your videos. You'll also see this element here at the top that says easy to assemble videos, which gives you Canva templates in order to start the process of creating your video. When you click the template, what you're going to see at the bottom is you're going to see a video timeline where you can play the video that you are creating here in the timeline as you create it. If you go to Canva and you search video in terms of its applications, you're going to notice a number of different elements. Now, what you need to understand about these elements, while they do integrate with Canva and you can use them, typically they are going to require their own separate subscription. For example, if I click on DIDAI Presenters, what you're going to notice is that I have a panel here, but then I need to sign into my DID account or to generate elements and then to use one of my existing DID credits. So one scenario that you will see with Canva is that you will be able to use some of the existing clips, and you'll be able to take those clips in order to create a scene that you may be able to use inside of one of your base video creators. And we will come back to that process in another video. Okay, so that thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Welcome back. It will be very difficult to avoid the fact that you will need to begin at some point paying for the platforms you choose to use. One of the ways that you can defer some of the recurring costs associated with the platform is to look for an affiliate program for all of the platforms that you intend to use. For example, if you are going to use Canva and you're going to pay for Canva, Canva does have an affiliate marketing program. Now, every program is going to operate in a different way. Canva chooses to work with content creators as part of what they call their ambassador program. Now, Pictory has a traditional affiliate marketing program. If you scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll be able to see their affiliate partner program that you can click on to find out about its requirements. And there's typically going to be an application process. So whichever platform you choose to use, you can become part of the affiliate program and you can allow individuals to click on your link and you'll typically either receive credit against your next billing or an amount into a payment account. Either way, you can offset some of the costs associated with the platforms you use by searching for an affiliate program and that platform. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. You're now looking at Microsoft Copilot. And Microsoft Copilot is an extension of the Bing search engine, and it has built in a chatbot that you can use. And basically, it's here where if you need help with scripting or putting together scenes, you can query a chatbot about the best approach for the process. And so you can use this free chatbot in order to undertake the process, and you can ask for any information that you want. You can request the same information inside of a platform like ChatGPT. And ChatGPT will undertake the process in a different way than Microsoft Copilot will interpret your request. Now, there are a number of different platforms. You'll want to choose the one that gives you the best results. And in most cases, there will be a free and paid version. And while you don't need to have a paid version of all of the chatbots, it would be beneficial for you to have the paid version of one of the available chatbots. And it's a good idea to grow in understanding of how each chatbot processes your requests and how you can use them best to assist you in the scripting of your videos. Okay, so that thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, before you choose to use music as part of your video project, one of the things you'll want to do is to go to your favorite search engine and type in RIAA, Suno, and Udio. And what you'll see as of the recording of this video is that there has been a lawsuit from the RIA against Udio and Suno. Both are AI generative platforms for music. And so whether you choose to use these or other platforms, you want to be aware of the legal issues surrounding using AI generated music. The argument from artists is that the AI models were trained with copyrighted information. It is beyond the scope of this course to provide legal advice or to assume how the suit is going to end. And as long as you are not using music, this is not a subject that you need to do research about. However, if you do intend to use music as part of your project, you do want to do research on exactly which platforms to work with and the manner in which you should. And naturally, since this is a legal issue, if you have access to legal counsel, this is something that you'll want to consider speaking to that individual before you move ahead with using music in your projects, especially if that music comes from AI generative platforms. Okay, so that thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now we are going to start the process by using ChatGPT in order to generate the script for our video. Now, because we are relying on Pictory as the AI in order to do part of our screen selection, we're not going to ask ChatGPT at this point to assist us by giving us scene information. What we're going to do is to ask ChatGPT to give us information that we can use in order to create the video. So we're going to write in our title into this area. It's a good idea to ask the chatbot if there is any other information that it needs in order to give you the answer. And so once we have our clarifying question, we'll then click enter. Now it is a good idea to answer the chatbot from the questions that it has for you. And then once you answer those questions, you can then follow through with your query to get the script for your video. Now, as you can see, the chatbot gave us information that's not necessarily in the format in which we want. What we really need for this specific video creator is to have a narrative, almost as if it is an article. The takeaway from this process is that you'll want to iterate with the chatbot to get the output in a way that you'll be able to use it inside of the video creator that you are using. And so that is what we are going to do. So now that we have our script, we are now going to be ready to take our script and to move into our base video creator. Now again, for the sake of this course and the sake of this video, we're going to take this script and move it into Pictory. You will take your script and you will move it into the base video creator that you have chosen. If you are still working through the trial version, you'll still want to undertake the very same process that we are taking. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. While speed is an element of creating videos that you're going to be using an AI in order to create, the AI is doing enough of the process for you that you can make sure that your script is accurate. And that's a very important part of this process. And so if you know the subject matter, you do want to read the script and you want to make sure that it is as accurate and as up to date as it can be. What you also want to do at this point is you want to be aware of those things that will be difficult for an automated voice in order to read. Now, if you're going to be voicing the video yourself, you don't have to worry about this part of the process. However, if you are going to be using an artificial intelligence voice, you do need to read through the script to determine if there are going to be elements of your script that the AI won't readily recognize and pronounce it incorrect, because that typically means that you will have to regenerate the video, which will cost you the credits that you purchase as part of your plan inside of your video creator. And so you'll want to be aware when you have names that have specific pronunciations. It's quite possible that the AI will mispronounce those names, so you'll want to be listening in at the point of preview to make sure that the audio will be correct in reading those specific words. One of the elements that makes artificial intelligence voices sound robotic is mispronunciation of words. This is a point where you need to pay attention and make sure that not only is your script accurate, but it must be accurate for the audio generator that you are going to be using. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now we have two choices when we look at our script. We do have proper nouns as names, and those names are going to have specific pronunciations here in our script. So what we can do is we can take the entire script, we can go back to the chatbot and we can iterate with the chatbot, and we can ask the chatbot to rewrite the article either so that there are no proper names or that all the words are going to be easy for an artificial intelligence voice in order to pronounce. Now, there's no magic in the prompt that we're going to be asking the AI in order to do. We're going to ask the AI to rewrite our script to have just as much substance, but without the proper names, as well as to have all words that an AI can pronounce easily. So we're going to iterate with the chatbot with that request. We are also going to ask the chatbot if there is anything that it needs to know or for us to clarify in order for it to undertake the task that we are asking. And so basically, we now have an alternative script that we can use for our video. And we've done what we can to make sure that the words are going to be easy for an artificial intelligence voice to narrate. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now that we have our script, we're going to generate an audio narration. As you can see, we are now at the Audio Engine 11 Lab. Now, 11 Labs is not the only audio generator available. As with the recording of this video, it is the most widely used and it is the most widely mentioned. And so if you choose not to use 11 Labs, you'll still want to undertake the process that we'll be looking at in this video. 11 Labs does have a limited level available at free, and then 2 additional levels before you would reach the $99 level as of the recording of this video. If you want to attempt to defray some of the cost, you can earn as an affiliate, you can earn as a voice actor on 11 Labs, you can earn as a data partner with 11 Labs. Now, this is not going to be a full-blown tutorial on the use of 11 Labs. We are in the speech synthesis interface. We are going to cut and paste our script into the text-to-speech engine. We're going to choose a specific voice. The voice we're going to choose is considered to be a reliable voice over longer periods of text. And so when we paste in our text, we're going to want to be mindful of any characters that are pasted in as a result of where you're pasting from. Now, you're going to want to be aware that even when you're testing to see if this script is going to work, that when you click Generate Speech, that will count against the credits that you have in your account. So whatever you can do to make sure that this information is accurate, you'll want to do it. Now, there are default settings and there are additional settings that you can undertake here inside of 11 Labs. And again, this is not a full-blown tutorial on 11 Labs. We're going to leave the default settings in place. What we're going to do now is we're going to click Generate Speech. 11 Labs is then going to generate in real time, and then we'll be able to hear the pronunciation that 11 Labs comes up with. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. We are now going to generate the speech inside the speech synthesis area in 11 Labs, and we're going to hear the speech in real time.
How to create faceless videos to sell as an information product. Creating faceless videos is a great way to share your knowledge and generate income, especially if you're camera shy or prefer to stay behind the scenes. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you create high-quality faceless videos and sell them as information products. Choosing your niche. The first step is to choose your niche. Think about what you're passionate about and knowledgeable in. Popular niches include technology tutorials, cooking demos, money advice, and fitness routines. Pick a niche that has a high demand for information products, ensuring that your content will attract an audience. Script writing tips. A well-written script is the backbone of any successful video. Start by outlining your main points to create a clear and simple structure. Keep your language easy to understand. Make sure to include a strong hook at the beginning to grab your audience's attention. A good script helps maintain a smooth flow and ensures you cover all essential information. Recording techniques. When it comes to recording, you have several options. Screen recording software is perfect for showing processes on your computer. Pair this with a high-quality microphone to ensure clear audio. Remember, good audio is just as important as good visuals. If your video requires voiceover, practice speaking clearly and at a steady pace. Editing and production tips. Editing is where your video truly comes together. Use editing software to cut out any mistakes and enhance your video with transitions, text overlays, and graphics. This not only makes your video more engaging, but also gives it a professional touch. Tools like basic video editors can be very effective. Platforms for selling your videos. Once your video is ready, it's time to sell it. There are several platforms where you can host and sell your videos, such as online course websites and digital marketplaces. Each platform has its own features and fee structures, so choose the one that best fits your needs. Make sure to research each platform to understand their audience and pricing models. Conclusion and call to action. Creating faceless videos is a fantastic way to share your knowledge and create a stream of income. Start by choosing your niche, writing a strong script, recording high-quality audio, and editing your video to perfection. Then, choose a platform to sell your product. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tips and visit our website for additional resources.
So as you can see, the AI read the script accurately. However, it appears to be reading the spaces as if we wanted to pause. So what we're going to do is we're going to go back and we're going to eliminate some of the spacing to see if we can get the AI to read it in a more straightforward manner, as well as to remove the words and call to action from this area. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, because our audio has a spacing issue, we can correct most of the issues with the audio inside of an audio or video editor. We can use Audio Editor or Audacity, or we can use Video Editor Camtasia, or we can use Video Editor CapCut. We're going to download the audio. We're going to open up an earlier version of Camtasia, and we're going to bring the audio into the timeline. We're going to add the audio to the timeline. And one of the things you'll see is that we can see on the timeline where there's a gap in the audio. So for example, if we go to this point, it's likely that we have one of our spacing problems here in this area.
Your content will attract an audience. Script writing.
So we can see where our problems are, and we can shorten the gap in our audio with our editor. So instead of regenerating the audio, what we're going to do is we're just going to shorten all the gaps inside our video editor, and we're going to make sure that the gaps are short and that the audio reads consistently. We're going to stop the video here. What we're going to do is go ahead and clean up all of the gaps, and then we're going to recreate the audio. We can also find a place in the recording where we can clean up where the script said conclusion and call to action, and we're just going to edit out call to action. So now we've cleaned up all of the gaps inside of the audio. We're going to reproduce or re-render the audio as a new recording. Now we're going to render the new audio.
Is a great way to share your knowledge and generate income.
And we are now ready to use it inside of our video creator. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now, when we process our text inside of Pictory, what Pictory will do is to divide up our script into scenes. And in each scene, Pictory then selects stock footage to represent the words in each scene. This is going to be similar in every base video creator that is used. So even if you don't use Pictory, your video creator will use some process that is very similar. You will input words, and then the words will be used in order for the AI to choose a visual to represent those words. Pictory does give clues on how it selects the footage by highlighting specific words, and it uses those words in order to pick the image. That process may work differently inside of your specific base creator. What's important at this point is that you don't just allow the AI to select all of your visuals if you want to have your video to give a specific effect. You want to be deliberate about each scene and the visual that is chosen and make sure that it's going to be consistent with your message and your brand. And you do have other options other than additional stock footage in order to swap in. And we will look at some of those options in the next video. Okay, so thanks, and I will see you in the next video. Welcome back. And when you don't like a particular stock video clip that goes into a specific scene, video creators typically give you options of other stock footage that you can swap in. However, what you'll notice is that this stock footage does not necessarily personalize nor add to the experience of the viewer of the video. It's at this point where you may want to create other elements to become scenes inside of your base video creator. In Pictory, there's an area called My Uploads. That means then that you can upload elements that can be substituted in instead of the stock footage. For example, assuming that we have a screenshot, we can add in a screenshot. And that screenshot may be a better representative than the stock footage that Pictory chooses. And so what we want to do is we want to go through each individual scene. And we want to look at each choice that Pictory makes, and we want to determine what we want to use in order to convey the message. There may be cases where we may leave the stock footage as it is, but in many cases, we may want to swap out the stock footage with another visual element, and it may not be one that the video creator gives us in terms of stock footage. Substituting a screenshot of our choice is one way of being able to personalize this AI video. And there are other elements that we can undertake. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Now, it's a good idea at this point to match your audio with your scenes. One of the reasons is because typically an AI creator will determine its screen duration based on estimates of the narration of the words and content on the screen. And so, for example, when you see this scene, the number may change once the audio is uploaded and the AI attempts to match the audio with the overall video. Now, inside of Pictory, the way that you do this is to go to the audio section. You'll then want to go to your upload section. Now, for the sake of this video, we are going to turn off the music. We're going to go to the upload section. What we're then going to do is we're going to upload the audio that we downloaded from 11 Labs. What we now need to do is we need to match that audio with the entire set of scenes. One of the things that you'll notice is that the audio, 2 minutes and 50 seconds, the video duration with the scenes are 4 minutes and 6 seconds. That means then that the AI needs to match the timing of the scenes with the audio. So what we're going to do here is we're going to click apply, and this is where we're going to let the AI do its work. This is going to be the same process in any video creator. Once you match the audio with what the AI has already put together, the AI must do another matching process. We're now going to click apply. We're going to apply this audio to the entire video. And so in Pictory, this process is called auto syncing. It may be called a different process in your video-based creator. What you'll see now is that the preview shows us that the entire video is now 2 minutes and 50 seconds, which is the length of the actual audio. So that means then that what the AI has done is it has condensed the total time of the video clips to match the audio, and so that the text will appear in the scene while the audio of that text is actually playing. So what we need to do now is we need to watch the preview so that we can determine if the process happened in the way that we need it to happen.
Creating faceless videos is a great way to share your knowledge and generate income, especially if you're camera shy or prefer to stay behind the scenes. Here's a step-by-step guide to help you create high-quality faceless videos and sell them as information products. Choosing your niche. The first step is to choose your niche. Think about what you're passionate about and knowledgeable in. Popular niches include technology tutorials, cooking demos, money advice, and fitness routines. Pick a niche that has a high demand for information products, ensuring that your content will attract an audience. Script writing tips. A well-written script is the backbone of any successful video. Start by outlining your main points to create a clear and simple structure. Keep your language easy to understand. Make sure to include a strong hook at the beginning to grab your audience's attention. A good script helps maintain a smooth flow and ensures you cover all essential information. Recording techniques. When it comes to recording, you have several options. Screen recording software is perfect for showing processes on your computer. Pair this with a high-quality microphone to ensure clear audio. Remember, good audio is just as important as good visuals. If your video requires voiceover, practice speaking clearly and at a steady pace. Editing and production tips. Editing is where your video truly comes together. Use editing software to cut out any mistakes and enhance your video with transitions, text overlays, and graphics. This not only makes your video more engaging, but also gives it a professional touch. Tools like basic video editors can be very effective. Platforms for selling your videos. Once your video is ready, it's time to sell it. There are several platforms where you can host and sell your videos, such as online course websites and digital marketplaces. Each platform has its own features and fee structures, so choose the one that best fits your needs. Make sure to research each platform to understand their audience and pricing models. Conclusion: creating faceless videos is a fantastic way to share your knowledge and create a stream of income. Start by choosing your niche, writing a strong script, recording high-quality audio, and editing your video to perfection. Then, choose a platform to sell your product. If you found this guide helpful, be sure to subscribe for more tips and visit our website for additional resources.
So you can now see the entire matching process. And what you'll see now is that the entire video duration has now changed to 2 minutes and 50 seconds. So that now means that some of the scenes are now going to be timed differently. And now in those places where we want to change the duration, we now know how long the scene needs to be in order to make the change. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Each scene now has a specific timing. And once we determine which ones we want to swap out, we need to have some idea of how long that scene is based on the audio. Now, if we're going to be using a screenshot, we don't need to be concerned so much about the timing. The screenshot will adjust to this particular scene's timing. But in the case where we are going to record a video clip and we're going to upload that video clip and we're going to use that video clip instead of the stock footage that's here, we do need to be aware of the timing and we want to get it as close to this time as we possibly can. Because if we don't, what will happen is that the scene duration will change, which will upset the timing that's already been matched with the audio. Now, generally, if you choose stock video footage, the timing will adjust automatically. However, when you upload your own video footage, that timing will not adjust automatically and will change the scene duration and lengthen the entire video. So we do need to be aware of the timing before we decide what we're going to upload to customize the video. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. We are now inside of the video editor for Camtasia. You can use whichever video editor that you want. You can use a video editor in CapCut, which is free of charge. Now, the clip that we're going to substitute in is going to be of a screen share video that we have previously done. And we're going to be adding this screen share video inside of our video creator so that we can customize the video. What we need to do is we need to make sure that that video has a duration of 7.1 seconds. What we might do is we might go slightly under 7.1 seconds. So what we're going to do here is we're going to use our cursor for the timeline. Now again, the process that we're using right now is a very old version of Camtasia Studio. You will undertake this same process in your video creator. If you're using something like the free video creator in CapCut, you can do the very same thing. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring our cursor to the point where we're going to cut the video. And we're going to cut the video at 7.1 seconds. And so we'll continue to adjust. And we're going to use our arrow key on our keyboard so that we can get exactly to 7.1 seconds. What we will then do is we will cut our clip and we will render the new video, which is now 7.1 seconds. Now the video clip is not going to have audio with it. So what we can do inside of our editor is we can separate the video from the audio. We can then delete the audio. We can then produce the new video with no audio. And we now have our new 7-second video, which we can now return to our video creator to upload the clip. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. Now this process may look slightly different depending on which video creator you are using. What you now need to do is you need to upload the clip inside of your video creator so that you can use it and that you can pull it to the timeline. And what we're going to do is we're going to upload the clip and we're going to substitute it for the clip in the scene that you are looking at on your screen, which is 7.1 seconds in length. So inside of Pictory, the way that you do this is you bring your video clip into the upload section. We're going to save it to Pictory. So the video clip is now uploaded to Pictory. It's in our upload section. That means now that we can pull it into our project. So what we're going to do now is while we're in the scene that we know to be 7.1 seconds, we then want to add this scene and substitute it in for the current scene. Now if we click on it, our scene is then added. In order for the new scene to be added, What we need to do is we need to click the preview button so that the changes will be saved to our new video, and the video will now reflect having the clip that we have now substituted. We're now going to click the preview button. Our video duration is still 2 minutes and 51 seconds. It looks like our scene is 0.2 seconds longer than the previous one. So what we want to do now is we want to use Pictory to preview the scene. Now again, this is going to look different inside of your video creator. However, you will be able to take the scene that you just edited and customize and to preview it in and of itself.
Popular niches include technology tutorials, cooking demos, money advice, and fitness routines.
So our video clip actually fits in, and it's based on a customization that we have made. So what you can do is you can make your own customization to the AI by having your own recorded video clip for specific points in the video. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. Welcome back. What we now know is that we can add in individual scenes as long as we can produce a PNG file or an MP4 video file. That means then, however creatively we produce the MP4, we will be able to use it in our faceless video. For example, you're now looking at a mirroring of an iPad screen. That means then that if we can produce the video and we can write to the iPad, we can capture this on video and we can add it to our faceless video to customize and personalize the video. Again, all we need to do is to be able to produce a recording in an MP4 format, and we can then upload and customize. So again, by creating this video clip, it can now be used inside of our AI video. Now, to mirror the iPad screen onto our personal computer, a paid tool was used in order to do this called Lonely Screen AirPlay Receiver. And the AirPlay Receiver basically mirrors the iPad screen through this application and through the local network. And that means then that whatever is captured on the iPad screen can be recorded as we normally would record our screen for any other purpose. Okay, so with that, thanks, and I will see you in another video. In conclusion, we are now inside of InVideo, and we're here so that you can see the transferable elements from one platform to another. So regardless of which base video creator you use, you are going to be able to follow the steps that we have taken in this course. For example, you will see content for a specific screen here in this area. You will see a place to upload your own video clips and screenshots to use when you customize your video. You're going to see alternative video clips. You're going to see a place for images that you can use in your AI video. You're going to see a place for music. You're going to see a place where you can add in your text. So again, you're going to see all of the transferable elements from one platform to another. In fact, also, if you need to add in your voiceover, you're going to see it here in this area. So basically, you can undertake the steps regardless of which platform you use. It does not have to, it can be more than Pictory if you choose a different platform. What's important is that you understand the steps that are taken and the fundamentals that underlie them. Okay, so thanks, and I'll see you either in another video or in another course. or in another course.